Hey, it's Midnight Raven here, and today we are doing part 2 of my wardrobe. Everyone has wanted to see how it is affordable to be a goth when you're like me and you don't really have loads of money to spend. So this is like being a goth on a budget, basically. And this is to show you that you do not have to spend tons of money to be a goth. You can just go to your local charity shop, your local bargain store, and pick up loads of clothes that still make you look different or alternative or goth, whichever stereotype look that people class you as that you're going for. So let's go to the first item. So not all of these would necessarily be classed as goth, but I'm classing them as goth because this is what I wear. So the first one is this. Now, it's a little short when you wear it. It's quite high up on the leg. But I love the cutouts. The cutout in the front has this very defined cutout. The arms had another cutout that was defined. The back, once again, was another cutout, which looked really awesome. This came from Everything £5, which is an online site. I will link that below. But this cost just a fiver, and it was the awkward angles of the sleeves and the cutouts that drew me to the dress in the first place. It's a really nice dress, and inside it does have an undercoat or an in petticoat, however you'd like to pass it as. And I have loved that dress and worn it many times. Another dress that came from the same website, which was Everything £5, which makes me look like a little baby doll, is this. Now it's very simple in its design. It's just a black dress really with a bow, but it's the netting and the detail at the bottom. So you've got one layer of dress, and then you have this gorgeous under netting as well, which gives the dress its kind of oomph. So when you wear it, it's got this kind of swoosh to it, and it's kind of oomphy. And then at the back we have just a low neck down there. It's really comfortable, and the insert isn't itchy or scratchy at all. I'm not a fan of having my back out, but I did love this dress. And it also, because of the bow, it's tighter in the waist, so it does pull your waist in quite a bit. So if you like a cinched waist, yeah, if you want to try Everything £5, they have some really affordable, nice goth, I would say goth inspired dresses on there, but not necessarily. Now this is something a bit different. Now this is a play suit. It's like a little micro play suit. It is very simple in itself. It's just a suit, and it has a zip down the front like that. But I love the style of it. It kind of looks like a Wednesday Addams dress, but it's literally just had the sleeves cut off, and it's been shortened into these really cute shorts, which makes it a whole one piece. So this made me think of Wednesday Addams when I bought it, and I love Wednesday Addams. If you saw me for Halloween like a year ago, or the year before last, I dressed up as Wednesday, and I looked pretty good, I must admit. I also do have another play suit, which is a bit different. It's got some kind of lace detailing here. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's got some lace detailing there. It's got some flowers on it. And again, I love the look of this. It had the frill at the front. And again, it's short on the bottom. But I love the frill and I love the lace. And I thought it gave it a kind of goth look because of the frill and the lace thing. And it just kind of looked adorable. And then you've got the frill around the back. You've got the cinched in waist. And this with a nice smart pair of little boots. Look adorable. Any more dresses? Right. Then we have this long dress again. doesn't look anything special as such from the front. It just looks like a normal dress, which it really is. It's got the black, but it was the top that inspired me to buy it. If you look at the top, it's got this like lace overlay around the sides, and then at the back the lace goes right the way over and it creates this little bolero looking kind of over the shoulder cutesy look. So it really did speak to me in the shop. It is really long. It does come way past my knees, so you could wear some knee-high boots with this and this would look adorable. Looking adorable isn't always the goal, but so another dress that came from everything £5. Virtually everything I bought so far has been £5. Now this looks like a skater dress. You're going to say it's not really goth, but I'm going for the colour and for the dramaticism of the stripes, and that the dress itself it kind of screams tennis dress to me. I know. I want to say it's a tennis skater dress, but I loved it. And for £5, and again, the fabric is really nice, and you do have another underskirt again, which I love the dresses that have the underskirt, because this is a more scratchy fabric, and the underskirt just gives that a little bit of protection on your old legs, because no one wants to spend the evening itching constantly. It's not a bad thing, the dress having the fabric like that, because it gives it a look. Now this isn't necessarily goth, but I love the details that went into this. So we have the scoop neck with the button detail, if you can see that, and it's kind of cinched in, but it was the bottom that drew me to the dress. A little see-through, mind you, and it's a knit dress this time, but it was the bottom. It was the kind of ripped look at the bottom, kind of like a witch's skirt, and it was also kind of cinched in as well, which I loved, and I think it's just so cute. And then at the bottom you've got these kind of wispy bits of fabric, and it all has a little bit of a witch's feel to it. I loved it. It was in grey. It's also got this little bit of leather going around the arms on each side and around the neck. It's like fake leather, just to give it that little extra bling. Oh, skirts, right. Got a couple of skirts now. Now I don't own a lot of skirts. I have like 2. I'm not really a skirty girl. So this is one of them, which I've had for a while. Again, charity shop find. Again, it's just a small little skirt. It's about knee height, but it's got these layers of toulouse, and it was really cool. And I just love the feel of it. It's all floaty, and inside you got these different layers. So it reminded me of like a can girl, but it also reminded me of the steampunk bottoms that you get on skirts, where they have all the toulouse at the bottom to give it that kind of western edge. And I thought that was kind of cute. It's the same on each. And once again, it does have an underskirt as well, so the toulouse doesn't completely tear your legs apart. I thought that was cute. And then the only other skirt I own is like this, and this is called a bubble skirt. Now, what drew me to this was it was given to me for my birthday by people that don't really know me, and they thought that this would be the kind of thing I'd wear. Kind of wrong. I do love the colour, and I love that it's that kind of alternative looking, but for me, it just doesn't do it for me. I've never had the heart to get rid of it because it's such a lovely skirt, but it's just not for me. I don't know what brand it is. It's from River Island, which in itself is weird that River Island did this, but this has to be I want to say at least maybe 8 years old, 7, 8 years old, but I've had it and it's really cute. But it's just not me. So I've got a couple of more. The next one I want to show you is one I bought recently. I bought this in, I want to say October last year when we went to the we went to Colchester Zoo's Colchester Zoo's Halloween evening, Fright Night, I believe it's called, and I picked up this offline. Oh my god. It is adorable. I don't like the sleeves. I wish they'd have been like quarter sleeves. But it's really nice and it's got that flowy fabric. It's not really tight and it's not really heavy. Because we're going to be standing in loads of lines at Fright Night and it's been hot and sweaty and I just hate being hot. But it's got these cute, I want to say they're Jack Skeleton hands and they make a heart. How adorable is that? It's a very simple top, but the design in the front on a black background just gives it that added pow. It's like, look at that. I mean, how gorgeous is that? That was around, I think it was around £10. See, Goth doesn't have to be expensive. The people that say, oh, you have to go to Killstar or you have to go to these really expensive boutiques to get Goth dresses. I mean, if you want something overly fancy and like lavish, then yeah, you probably will have to. But like I've shown you so far, there are dresses out there that are really nice. Now this is another one. Now this, although not being Goth as such, was adorable and I loved the style of it. It's more like a, I want to say rockabilly dress, which is still a type of Goth. Kind of 1950s rockabilly stuff, but I loved the dramatic lines, I loved the colour, I loved how the flow is, I loved the fact that it was a double layered dress. It had a shorter front and a longer back, which gave it some dramaticism. I've actually worn this for a birthday party and oh yes, it's lightweight, it's a little on the heavy side, it is kind of thick fabric. And the skirt is kind of heavy, but most of the fabric is actually in the back, so it's not as heavy as you might think. I did buy this off Everything £5 again, and it only cost me £5. Ooh. Now, I have two dresses to show you. Now, these are what I call old school Goth. These are, for me, two dresses that I have had for about, I want to say 15, 16 years, which is possibly memories of my old Goth days, before I had children. So, you wouldn't believe, but I used to wear this. Oh yes, this used to be me. Not this, this. Now this was bought by me, for me by an ex-partner many, many years ago. I was probably 19, 20 when I had this, and oh gee, it came, it's a living dead soul dress, and like I said, I've had it about 15 years, but I bought it from a shop called Black Lace. I don't know if it's still in Norwich, but it was an awesome store, awesome store. Now, it's got so many details. It's got the zips on the arm, which open, which I never did. I always used to keep them done up. Then you have two little buttons here, which have got skulls. Then you've got the zip, which also has another skull. And this skull has been on there for 15 years, so you're doing pretty well. And then we have two pockets, and we have these buckle belts that go across, and they do up with the buckles, and it basically turns it into a buckle dress. You basically buckle them all the way across like that. So it looks like this. And then on the back, it's also got another buckle which you can cinch in as far as you need to for however small you are. So if you get a bit big, it does pull the back in slightly. So if it's a little bit baggy, you can pull the back in. But I haven't worn this, I want to say, in maybe 10 years. It's been sitting in the cupboard, which is why it is a little bit dusty. I do forgive me for that. Washing it isn't the easiest. It was in a small when I bought it, but it is so adorable. Let's see if I can still get it up. Just for that little bit of prosperity in me. And the idea is it does up like this, and then the belts would go across, and it still fits me 15 years later. See? Now, when I bought this, it was around, I want to say it was around 45, 50 quid when I bought it, which isn't a bad price for Living Dead Souls. Not a bad price. But it would do up, which it does all the way. And then these belts, you would cinch it in to however far you needed. I don't know why it's got ones up there, because I only used to have it on like the first buckle. But, oh, the memories. Oh, the memories. Oh, so many good memories of wearing that. I used to wear it out and about. I used to wear it clubbing. Go back to those sweet, sweet days of being young and without kids and just generally having fun. And then we come to this. Now this is the most beautifulest, most expensive item I own. Now I used to own a dress previous to this, which I had when I was about 18, 19, and it had spiders' webs all over it, and we won't get into what happened to it, but I never had the dress anymore. And then this was the replacement, and oh my god, look at that. So, first of all, we have lace on the straps. We've got lace detailing all around the bustle area. Then we have this gorgeous corset in the middle. I just moved them. So it's corseted all the way down, and again, more lace, which is what I love. I love the lace. I love the colour. Then at the back, you've got, it's not a structured corset. It's literally like a bustier. It's just the shape of a corset. It doesn't have any of the ribbon in it apart from a little bit, just to give it a little bit of stiffness. Then you go down to the Toulouse area, which looks like this. I can't really do this justice because it's so big. I mean, look at that. So what you have is you have a layer of mesh, and then you have the underskirt underneath. Now I wore this oh so much, so much, and I absolutely love the dress. Absolutely love it. When I bought it, it cost me a ton of money. So when they say that you have to spend money to be goth, this is the kind of thing you could get if you're willing to spend money. Now I bought this, it was around £120, which compared to everything else I own, this is expensive, and I will never get rid of it. I don't care if I never fit into it again, which I actually do fit into it still, amazingly. But it was so long, and I had to wear heels just to be able to wear it. But it fits so nicely, and you cinch the top in, and it's just to die for. So like I said, it's £120, and it is the only goth expensive item I officially own. So, You don't have to spend a ton of money to be goth. You can, but if I did that for everything I owned, it would just be a show wardrobe. You couldn't. People do wear items like this, like out and about all the time, but now with the way my life is, I don't really have time to be dressing up every 5 minutes to go out. So this is part 2. Part 3 will be accessories, jumpers, hats, and other bits that make me. So if you want to see part 3, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you haven't seen part 1 was showing you all my tops that people seem to love in my live streams, to show you just how cheap and affordable it is to be goth. If you want to see part 3, I hope you will join me, as it will be really exciting. I have tiny little hats and beanies, and I have so many jumpers to show you and so many accessories to make you look the part. So please give me a big thumbs up on the way out, like, subscribe, notification bell goes ting, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye!